Yeah. Okay, so some clients would come to you and want advice on buying a business or valuing one in particular. What would be your train of thought when someone comes up regarding that?
Buying a business, it's a really substantial decision, and you've got all this theatre going on around that transaction. You know, you've got the broker. The broker wants a transaction so the broker can get his commission. The vendor just wants out of the business, and the purchaser is navigating this maze of emotion and logic and financial stuff, and you know, sometimes they're in love with the business, but sometimes they might be running from a job, you know, and you've got all these things that can distort the thought process for someone buying a business. And it's important to get it right, because a lot of people bet their house equity on buying thin air. So you've got to make sure it's the right thin air that you're buying. And I think one thing to remember when buying a business is it's not necessarily just about the price of the business, the size of that transaction. It's a bigger commitment than that, because the business purchaser might be buying a business that's in leased premises. So the commitment is not only for the purchase price, but for the, 7 years of lease payments. So you've got to make sure that the business is going to be able to provide a return on the investment, a return of the investment at the end, and it's got to pay all those lease payments in between.
What are some things to look for when you're buying a business? What are some specific tips and tricks as well?
It's about the return on the investment. So that means that there's two main variables in that, which is the profit, and that is the true profit that the business is earning, and what you're paying for it.
So how do you find the true profit?
Well, you have to allow for things. You know, there's no point buying a poorly paid job. It's interesting, I see some businesses advertised, and they're advertised with multiple profit figures, which I find a little bit curious. I would have thought that there's really only one true profit, and you know, sometimes they're marketed on the basis that an owner-operator can make such, and I think that can be misleading, because it shouldn't matter, or the owner-operator shouldn't come into it. You know, the business is making a profit of X, and the owner should be rewarded Y for the labour. I think they're totally separate concepts, and they should be approached separately. I don't think they should be merged.
So there's a lot of things to look out for when you get the document that specifies all the information about the company, all the business you're buying. There's a lot of things like add-backs on.
That's it, absolutely. Add-backs. You have been paying attention during staff training. Well done. Well done. Yeah. There may need to be adjustments for people that work in the business. You know, the profit might look good, but if everyone in the family is working in the business for low wages, well, maybe the profit shouldn't look that good.
Fair enough. Interesting things to look for.